We say A from Toronto. For this one from north of the border, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the motto in Canada is We the North. There's only one direction the Raptors are going right now, and that is up.
Ed, I heard it all. Hustle over hype. Built for bought. North over everything. It doesn't matter what the battle cry is. This team is ready.
There's a great thing going on right now here in Ontario, and a great game to start right now. Won by the Thunder. Westbrook. That pass taken away by Toronto. To Leonard. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
To George. Has a look. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Won't go. Russell Westbrook with the rock. George. To Adams. Marc Gasol with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
PG lets it fly. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Westbrook across the timeline. 2-point advantage. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Paul George trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Looking to make something happen. To Gasol. Defense making the ball carrier work. From the outside, no good. To Paul George. From long range, Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against George. To Lowry. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Paul George to Adams. shot from the lane won't go.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Paul George, he's been lights out so far. 5 for 5.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lowry with a shot that's no good. Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. Thunder with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Ball's controlled by the Raptors.
Hit.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Knocks down the first.
Okay.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Westbrook into the front court. His team on top by 8. Marc Gasol tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Goes reverse to lay it in. Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. Pascal Siakam down low Gasol. And George able to gobble up the rebound. Westbrook with the basketball. His team leads it by 10. To George. Has a chance. The shot by George won't go down.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
And Paul George good on the quick release there.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Paul George. Had a chance, but it's no good. Lowry into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. To Gasol, down low. It's a big finish. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
George not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Leonard. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Screen coming. Westbrook gets it in the right corner. To George. It's Westbrook. The shot, almost.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
They'll let one fly from half court. First half in the books, and a nice cushion for the Thunder.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Thunder dominated this matchup from the opening tip. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Raptors have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Field goals.
The Toronto Raptors just couldn't get any of their shots to go in those first two quarters. They desperately need someone to step up and catch fire for them in the second half. Most of their bricks were laid in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Paul George has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Leonard. Surveys the floor. Leonard to Gasol. Flushes it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Nothing going here on that drive. Adams. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry. 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
That pass taken away by Toronto. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't get the bounce. Westbrook with it. His team up by 7. To Paul George. Westbrook. And the rebound taken by Gasol.
I got him. Here we go. I got ball.
Steven Adams pins it.
He sent a message on that one, Ed.
Westbrook into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. To George. Here comes the screen. Paul George. Toronto with the basketball. Lowry guarded by Jeremy Grant. And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Kyle Lowry at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. George to Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. It's Westbrook. That's no good. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 for 7.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's Westbrook. Not going down for him this time. Desperation shot here from half court. 3 quarters down. The Thunder with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more importantly.
Big man, Steven Adams. Consistent effort. He's at 50%. Lowry has the basketball.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Siakam matched up with Steven Adams. Lowry. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry.
Westbrook across the timeline. Leads 3. To Adams. Paul George. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Lowry to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Fires the 3. And the Thunder with the rebound. Curling inside. Pascal Siakam able to recover with the block. Toronto has the basketball. Leonard. And knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Nothing going here on that drive. George to Westbrook. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Lowry against Adams. To Leonard. Almost, but no good. Westbrook into the front court. Leads a bucket. Kawhi Leonard snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Danny Green, defended by Steven Adams. Leonard has a look. Knocks it down off the step back. The Thunder will use a timeout as they dig into their bag of tricks, trying to draw up the game winner.
Just a friendly reminder for the winner of today's ticket raffle. You have until the end of today's game to claim your prize at the customer service desk located near section 104.
Watch the cut. I get the cut. Watch the cut.
20-footer for the win. Time expires, and it's deadlocked, all tied up. Overtime begins, and away we go. Lowry to Danny Green. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
To Paul George.
Wait on it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Russell Westbrook steps into it. Not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To George. Ferguson to Paul George. OKC now with 4 to shoot. George, tough shot. He hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Bold. I'm sure his teammates and coaches were wondering why he'd do that now. But it worked.
Won't go down. OKC ball. Screen coming. Takes stock of the floor. Westbrook to Adams. Steven Adams with the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Right now, down 7. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Danny Green to Leonard. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Leonard Shakes free and hits.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Kawhi Leonard matched up with Paul George. To Lowry.
Wait on it.
Leonard to Lowry. Lets it fly from long range. It's George with the rebound. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds. And here's the foul. Right now it's a two-possession game, so if he hits one or two of these, it could be all she wrote. First free throw is good.
Good money.
And gets both to drop at the line. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll want to make sure everyone's on the same page here in this overtime. Leonard to Danny Green. To Leonard. 4-3. That's how you defend. Good victory here for the Thunder as they win it in overtime. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Thunder put together a nice win here today. They were very opportunistic on defense, and it earned them a bunch of steals. Those first turnovers made all of the difference. The Raptors just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Rebounds.
The Toronto Raptors lost the battle for rebounds, and in turn, they ended up losing the game. You won't find too many people who are surprised when they hear that combination.
Player of the game.
Paul George could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.